Hi, welcome to this market version. At the end of 16th of September, we had a very nice all-time high Nifty closing, and as always, it's great to be trading in this particular market. Before I continue, I want to stress that this video is for educational purpose, and please consult your financial advisor and then only take the trades and know all the risks involved before jumping into the trades. So this video is just for आपके educational purpose के लिए है, and this is just a very naive chart analysis of all the F&O counters, and also we will discuss the trades as and when they appear, and this video is just going to discuss all the F&O counters in an alphabetical order. So let's start. The industry आज मैं ट्रैक कर रहा था 950 के ऊपर क्लोजिंग दी है, which is closing in a lot of in after a long time. Let's see if it is able to move past it. By default, it should be able to go towards the levels of 1000. ABFRL, nice consolidation is happening. SEC, I don't like the structure of this candle. It's much bigger. Else other than that, this is also seems like stuck in a particular box. Adani Enterprise as well as Adani Ports, so both look fantastic, and I think going forward we would be tracking it, and we would be trying to see some big candles, and then we would be entering with vigor. Alchem is more in a box. Amaraja Battery, we would be tracking 750 above closing. Ambuja Cement, very nice consolidation is happening, so this should be in your radar for tomorrow. APL Limited is also in a box. Apollo Hospital, it seems like after this move, it is more like a cup and handle pattern which can emerge. Let's see how it behaves in our 5000. Apollo Tire is also in a box. Ashok Leyland, this is inching, but it was unable to cross the levels of 130. Asian Paints, very nice consolidation is happening, and I'm pretty sure one of these days we would be getting more out of Asian Paints. Also, remember the consolidation which was happening in 3000, and this is the same structure which you will see also in Colpal. And Astral is also stuck in a box. Any move above 402,150 would be of interest to us. AU Bank, nothing much. This is just consolidating, and so this structure inherently has more damage can happen in this particular structures if any closing below 1100 happens. Auto Pharma is also in a box, nothing much. Axis Bank, very good move came, और ये हम लोग कल भी बोल रहे थे कि we would be tracking closing above 800, which happened today and after a long time, and I think going forward there is much strength in AU Bank. Bajaj Auto is in a box between 3700 and 3850, and this is going nowhere. Bajaj Finserv and Bajaj Finance, both of them are in a nice consolidation phases. Definitely between these two, Bajaj Finance is the one which I would be more interested in, and today it seems like this pattern is going to give us a good move in the very near short term. Balakrishna Industry is also making high highs, high low, and making all-time highs. Balakrishna Industry may be 2400 levels के ऊपर जब closing आई थी since this day. So we were in the trade, and now you can understand it's above 2500, and today it not only that, it also gave the all-time high closing. So this looks really good. Bandhan Bank is stuck in a box. Bank of Baroda was also able to give a good move, but definitely in the PSU I would be more interested in State Bank of India, which I've been actively tweeting about all the trades and the positions which I'm making. Bata India, this is today it was at least able to hold the levels of 1800, and let's see, it will start to consolidate maybe in this region, and this is also true for BEL. These are very good structures from a trading point of view, because after a good move a nice consolidation should happen. Berger Paint also, you can see very nice consolidation is happening near all-time highs, and this is actually good, and theoretically you should be able to, and you should be tracking Berger Paint, and maybe going forward there will be a nice move above 850 closing, which may be coming in the very short term. Bharat Forge, this is absolutely not a good sign. Going forward there can be more weakness, and for Bharat Forge to continue this movement, this is a sort of a cup and handle formation, you can say. but for this we need to have a closing above 800 for Bharat Forge, and that should also happen very soon, else there can be more weakness. Bharti Airtel also from a target perspective, the only thing which is quite this size of this triangle of this candle I really don't like, but going forward, jab tak it's making high highs, high lows, there's nothing to worry. From the looks of it, it seems like maybe it will try to go towards 700 and try to get some support. And if not, if there is an immediate reversal which comes above the levels of 740, from a target perspective, it can easily go towards the levels of 800. And Bell is also it went towards 60, and this was what we discussed since it was able to close above 55. So it was technically Bell 60 is a good target. Biocon gave us a good move, and we would be tracking Biocon if it is able to move past the levels of 380. So Biocon is also one of the trades we would be actively monitoring, and actually I tweeted about it, and we were able to create some positions at 370 levels after it corrected from 377, because I knew that 379 377 is a good resistance, and ये मैं दोपहर की तरफ मैं ट्वीट किया था. So let's see अगर Biocon if it's able to move past that levels. Bosch is also gave a good move, but it seems like the positions are getting weaker, and BPCL is also interesting. I think there is some wrong in the data which is collected, but in general BPCL also looks good. Britannia, fantastic consolidation is happening, and we are waiting for all-time high. Canara Bank was able to move past 163, and it closed a day's high at 168 167 levels. और ये ट्रेड हमने पहले भी डिस्कस किया था, बट अगेन इन PSU I would be betting my money on stocks which are at all-time high, like State Bank of India, rather than Canara Bank or Bank of Baroda. Cadila also, this is a very good move which came today in the morning, and it was able to move past hold, since few days it's able to make high highs, high lows. Going forward, यहाँ पे आप देख रहे हो, it's a very good triangle pattern, and now there is a breakout, and 2 days it has been able to hold the level. The only reason I'm not and also you will see this similar structure in Cipla also, where there is a nice consolidation which is happening. It was able to move past the levels of 950 से लेके 964 तक गई थी. So both of these structures, they look good. It's just a matter of pharma का दिन नहीं है बोल के ये चली नहीं. One pattern wise there's no problem. Canfin Home, a very nice consolidating structure, and going forward there can be a good move. Cholafin, all-time high. We were in the positions since these 2 days, because we knew this consolidation is going to end soon, and that's exactly what happened in 2 sessions. We were able to move and it went towards gave a closing above 600, which is really awesome. Going forward, हम Cholafin में definitely अपना position बनाएंगे और more positions बनाएंगे, and we would be taking the advantage of the momentum. Coal India is also able to hold the levels of 160. This is good. Coforge is making all-time highs. We have been in the trade. We have been tweeting about it. 5500 के ऊपर आज गई थी, and this was a very good target. Going forward, I think there can be more strength in Coforge, and we would be just waiting for some dips. Colpal is also dancing around about at 1700. So one of these days, definitely it is going to go much higher, and we should be keeping that in track. Concord में भी बहुत अच्छी कंसोलिडेशन हो रही है. टिपिकली दी स्ट्रक्चर्स यहाँ पे कोई भी अगर 750 के ऊपर मूव आती है ऑन अ क्लोजिंग बेसिस, it will just fly much higher towards the levels of 800. कोरोमंडल भी बहुत अच्छी एक 850 जोन के ऊपर क्लोजिंग आएगी. there will be a good move. City Union Bank, this is a nice structure, nice consolidation, and let's hope अगर ये अपनी 155 levels को होल्ड कर पाएगी, there will be more up move very soon. Cummins India, this is again in my radar, and I am just waiting for one day when it will be able to move forward. So definitely we would be taking trade in Cummins India for a new all-time high. Dabur, nice consolidation is happening. Similar Deepak Nitrite, very nice consolidation. Divi's Lab, this is a typical bearish structure. Any move towards below levels of 5150 is going to be detrimental. Abhi wait 5100, sorry, any move above below 5100 will be detrimental on a closing basis, and there can be more downfall after this. Dixon, this is a very good trade. Dixon is one of the companies which I am tracking, and going forward maybe Dixon is going to give us a 4500 move. DLF, nothing much. These are very typical. I mean, it's more in a box because of the size of this particular candle. Also, Dr. Reddy, हमने 5000 बोला था, is a strong resistance, and this is exactly what happened. वो 5000 में जाके, and it gave a closing near the day's low, and going forward, this is all we had in store for Dr. Reddy. In general, I would be staying away from Dr. Reddy, क्योंकि अगर हमें pharma में जाना है, we have Cadila, Cipla, and Biocon also, which came out as a good winner. So stay with the winners. Escorts, very nice consolidation is happening. Of course, this might be a small dip towards 1400 levels, but as long as the size of the candles at the end of the day is not big, there's absolutely nothing to worry. This is a very typical after all-time high. A nice consolidation should happen for the next up move. Exide India Industries is also in very nice tight consolidation. Let's see how it moves. Federal Bank is more in a box. GAIL is also trying to consolidate. This is a very good consolidation which is happening in GAIL. So maybe going forward it will try to move further. Glenmark is in a box, nothing much. GMR Infra, nice consolidation after a good move like this is also very good. Godrej Consumer Product, yesterday it made an all-time high, and today again it's down. So it seems like this is now entering more into a box type pattern. Godrej Properties is one of the companies which you should be tracking for next sessions. It seems like there are a lot of positions which are getting added in Godrej Properties, and maybe there will be a good move in the very short term. Granules, sorry, it's more like it's in a box between levels of 330 and 350. Grasin, thanks to the market, we got a direction. अभी हम वेट करेंगे कि इसमें फॉलो थ्रू वीकनेस आती है या अगेन इफ रिवर्सेस. कोई भी अगर रिवर्सल आई, always make sure you are taking those, just like we had Reliance trade today, because they are going to give you a very good return. Gujarat Gas, this is just lingering, nothing much. Hell is made an all-time high today, और ये हमने कल भी डिस्कस किया था how 1420 से हम ट्रेड करेंगे, and it went towards 1485. It closed just with mere points, but at the end of the day, the good thing was this was again an all-time high closing at 1430. Going forward, I think हम देखेंगे how कैसे ये structure behave करती है, and maybe going forward there can be more up move. Havels, very nice consolidation हो रही है at all time high. This is perfectly fine, and very soon one of these days यहाँ पे एक अच्छी move आएगी. HCL Tech हमने बोला था कि ये 1300 levels के तरफ जाएगी, and this is exactly what happened. Of course, at the end of the day there was some profit booking, but we were in this trade from much earlier, जब ये all time high closing दी थी on this particular day. This was actually an all time high closing above 1200, and you can see in 4 sessions हमें 100 point, which is nearly 8% move मिल गई इसमें. And HDFC is also, the size of this I didn't like, and as a result of which we are just waiting for some fireworks over 2850. HDFC AMC, very nice consolidation. आज भी dip आई थी towards 3200, which got bought, and I think going forward we are just waiting for a new high to come in HDFC AMC. Similarly, HDFC Bank also, you can see this was in a box, and yesterday it was unable to enter the 1550, and today it was able to enter. Maybe going forward again 1600 is a good target for HDFC Bank. HDFC Life is an insurance sector company. We would stay away from it, but in general I would stay away from it. But if you're interested, this looks really good in terms of the consolidation which happened. 750 जब तक levels hold करेगी, there's nothing to worry. Hiromoto is trying to move, but it's near is 52-week low, so I won't be interested. Hindalco is also giving a nice consolidating move at all-time highs. Going forward from a technical perspective, definitely the levels of 500 is looks in the vicinity. Hind Petro हमने बोला था we would take the trade. ये हमने कल yesterday discuss किया था. So from 280 it went towards 284 and it was a good trade. Going forward, I think we would be more interested in more up move, but since these companies are very much dependent on the crude news, so let's see. अगर कल भी अगर opening अच्छी रही from a target perspective, definitely 300 and 309, which is a 52-week high for Hind Petro, उसमें हम उस लिहाज से हम ट्रेड करना चाहेंगे. हिंदुस्तान यूनिलीवर वेरी नाइस कंसोलिडेशन एंड आई थिंक वन ऑफ दीज डेज अभी एक मूव तो इसको देनी चाहिए. इंडिया बुल हाउसिंग फाइनेंस इज मूव इन अ बॉक्स. आईसीआईसीआई बैंक, ये हमने कल भी डिस्कस किया था. एनी क्लोजिंग अबव 725 would be interesting. Today it closed at near about 729 it went, and I think going forward ICICI Bank together with Axis Bank, these two banks are looking really good in the private sector. Of course there's Kotak also, which is going to come later. लेकिन अगर मुझे कोई भी एक बैंक select करना है, just make sure you are with Axis. Technically इसकी structure is much more beautiful than ICICI Bank. और next ICICI GI. This is also one of the companies together with ICICI Prudential Life, जो भी insurance sector companies है, I'm going to stay away from it for now. Idea is also moving, so you know, those who are trading and making money, well, I'm happy for you. IDFC First Bank is also giving us a move. IEX ये भी आज all time high बनाई थी. Very nice consolidation is happening. One of these days we are going to get a good move, hopefully. आज ये 619 तक गई थी from the levels of 600, which is like a 3% move in a day. I was tweeting about it since morning, and actually yesterday night also we discussed about how we are going to take the trade in IEX, and this is exactly what we did. IGL, as I mentioned, after this particular candle, that I didn't like the size of this candle, and from there you can see there has been some downfall. जो भी है, this is more based on the gas news, and as a result of which this is more in a triangle. India Hotel, ये हमने कल बोला था बहुत अच्छी consolidation हो रही है, and today it made a new 52-week high. Similarly, it's still consolidating, so maybe we are going to still wait for it if you are trading in this particular stock. India Mart is also very nice consolidation is happening. One of these days we should be seeing a good move in India Mart. Indigo, very nice consolidation. 2000 के ऊपर जब decisive closing आएगी, then we are going to jump into the trade. IndusInd Bank, since this day I talked about how I'm going to take trade, and from there you can see it was a huge move. It actually went towards 1186 levels from 1040 levels on this particular day when we entered after the day, and so from here you can see this was a 140 rupees move, which corresponds to near about 14% in just 2 sessions. And IndusInd Tower, also nice move. Infi is still in a box, nothing much. IOC is making a new 52-week high. So from a structure perspective, if you compare this, I think IOC and ONGC may be better companies than Hind Petro, and because these companies are at all 52-week high. I don't prefer ONGC for just one particular reason on a technical basis, so IOC is a good option for me to trade. Ipca Lab, as I mentioned, I didn't like this particular size of this candle, so now you can see it is again entered this box, and this seems like a failed breakout. Going forward, ये 2400 levels तक easily आ सकती है. IRCTC, nice consolidation is happening, and maybe going forward it is going for much higher targets. IRCTC was the wonder kid of today's market for retailers. In general, I am still not convinced of ITC, and I would only be interested in ITC above the levels of 250, and right now it's below 240. Jindal Steel is also, as I mentioned earlier, that this is a typical bearish structure, and any closing below 400 which happened today can be detrimental. Let's see if there is a follow through, then again it will correct more. And this is also true for JSW Steel. It's stuck in a box, and these are very after a good downfall, if you see this consolidation, which is a distribution, so a new downfall will start if it gives a closing below the levels of 670. So keep that in mind. Jubilant Food, अच्छी consolidation हो रही थी, but the size of these candles are not good, which actually showcases that this is more in a box rather than in a consolidating phase. So maybe 4000 में आके इसको फिर support मिलेगा. 4000 के नीचे अगर आई तो closing आई तो there can be more fall. Kotak Mahindra Bank, we were in the trade since 1826 was taken out on a closing basis, which was on this particular day or on this particular day. And from there you can see हमारा 1900 का target था, and today it gave a closing above 1900. There's huge upside potential in Kotak Bank. So in general, try to stay with Axis because Kotak is still not at near all-time high, but Axis is, and so this is something which is really good for Axis. L&T Finance Housing, nice consolidation. उसके बाद अच्छी up move आई है, and we were talking about how we would be entering the trade if it's able to close above 85, and from there it's inching towards 87.5, and maybe going forward there can be more upside. Lal Patlab, this is not a good move, this particular size of the candle, and so it seems like this is more stuck in a box after it made an all-time high yesterday. LIC Housing Finance is also, it looks like there is this is also, as long as it's for a box में, nothing much. Larsen and Toubro, very nice structure. It seems like maybe one of these days it's maybe एक बहुत अच्छी एक fireworks आएगी, and it will go towards the levels of 1800. LTI, LTTS, both of them are consolidating in a very tight, very narrow and very good structures, very fantastic structures. पैसा है इनमें घुसो. Lupin, we discussed yesterday, you remember, if you see the video, I said that these structures are typically bearish structure, and any move below the levels of 970 over here, and today you can see from 970 it went straight to 960, and going forward there can be more weakness, and the only way forward for Lupin to show some strength is to give a closing of 1000. In general, stay away from these stocks which are unable to give a move. Pharma में अगर long करनी है, you have Cipla and Cadila, right? And of course Biocon is also coming out as a contender, so stick with these. At least I would be doing that. M&M Finance is also nice consolidating structures. Manappuram is in a box between 170 and 160. 170 के ऊपर जब closing आएगी, then only we would be looking at it. Marico is also in a box, nothing much. Maruti is in a box. McDowell, don't like this structure, definitely not. Let's have a look at the UBL, just a moment. Okay, UBL at least has a much better structure. See, this consolidation has been happening. The size of the candles are irrelevant, and absolutely there is no body. So these are definitely the signs of a new all-time high. Whereas the way we were seeing McDowell, this was not good over here. यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो the size of the candle is good, and it gave a closing below the levels of 750. हाँ, अभी अगर वो ऑटोमेटिक अगर इन अ डे और टू अगर ये झट से 770 760 के ऊपर अगर रिवर्स की, then again this will be a bullish structure, and the chances of then it moving towards the levels of 800 would become very high, because यही रिवर्सल हम देखेंगे Reliance में afterwards. MCX is also more in a box between 1600 and 1700. Metropolis is inching towards आज 3240 पे गई, एंड दिस इज हमारा 3200 टारगेट तभी आ गया था जब मैं बोला था ये 2800 के ऊपर क्लोजिंग देगी, विच वाज आई थिंक ऑन वन ऑफ दीज डेज 2788 and 2823. Yeah, so from here you can see it was a continuous up move, and this is why closings are so important. MFSL, I don't like this structure. कल एक अच्छी breakout आई थी, and chances are very high there can be more breakdown. And going forward it's very near to its all-time high, so going forward it has to be moving towards it, and then only we can expect some fireworks. MGL, nice consolidation is happening. At least MGL is far better than IGL from a technical perspective. Mindtree, fantastic move, means it's making all-time highs every day. It's like put your money and see it in profit. So ये बहुत अच्छी एक trade चल रही है. Motherson Sumi is in a box. Emphasis is also starting to consolidate after all time high yesterday, और ये बहुत अच्छी है. consolidation चलनी चाहिए. कोई dip आई तो अच्छी है. That should get bought and then that gives a lot of confidence. MRF is also just, I think it's more stuck in a box, nothing much happening. Muthoot Finance ये भी from a technical perspective this is already between a box here, so let's see if it is able Muthoot Finance but I think अगर आपको finance companies में अभी करना है तो Chola Finance is far better option than Muthoot Finance. But you never know कि कौन सी कंपनी चलेगी. NAM India, very good consolidating structure together with National Alum. We would be interested in NAM India. हमने NAM India में multiple times trade भी लिया था on these particular days, and now we are just waiting for this consolidation to give us the next direction. Naukri 7000 के नज़दीक, and let's see how this moves. We are very much in the trade, and let's see how it's able to move past the levels of 7000. Navin Fluorine after this size, this year 4135 जो है, this is more important from इस कैंडल को ओवरटेक करना है, but 4-5 sessions have passed consolidating, and this doesn't give a nice confidence. Rather SRF and Deepak Nitrite are much better candidates, and Aarti Industry also compared to Navin Fluorine, because it's just it's something it has to move and it's not moving, so the chances are pretty high कि let's see अगर ये 41 we would be interested in any trade above 4200, which is the all-time high. We would be entering again. Nestle India is more in a box. NMDC is also in a box. NTPC also nice consolidation after a good 52-week high. आज भी 52-week high बनाई, and it's now consolidating, which is good. OFSS it's a very snake-wise movement इसमें आती है, and this is still ongoing in OFSS. So it's worth to see if it is able to move towards 5000. ONGC again 130 आज 131 तक गई थी, and from me definitely all the positions which I created on these particular days, I don't have any position in ONGC. Going forward I would be more interested in IOC compared to ONGC, as we discussed just earlier. Page Industry is also inching towards 34,000 levels, so this is a nice consolidation के बाद एक अच्छी मूव आ रही है. high lows. PEL हम 2700 के ऊपर क्लोजिंग के लिए वेट कर रहे हैं. Petronet very nice consolidation is happening, लेकिन वही हो रहा है, सिर्फ consolidation ही हो रहा है, मूव नहीं आ रही है. PFC is also between try to keep a look if it is able to move faster. 140. Pfizer, very nice consolidation is happening now. One of these days it should be giving a good move, and we should be ready. Pidilite Industries, again fantastic structure in Pidilite, and I think definitely, as I mentioned, we are definitely going to take advantage of any move which comes in, which is also true for PI Industries. PI Industries अभी 3500 levels में एक वो कर रही है, दिखा रही है कि हमें एक हमारा एक resistance है. One of these days this is going to be blasted, and we are very much confident about that. Punjab National Bank बहुत अच्छी closing दी है, but again I am with SBI, so why go with PNB? But from a technical structure ये बहुत अच्छी एक structure है. 40 above closing दी है. Going forward I would expect some consolidation and then much a better move. Polycab is also one of the stocks you should be in your radar. This is a very nice consolidation is happening. Going forward I think 2500 would be a very good levels to track. Power Grid is stuck in a box between 170 and 180, and today also it went towards 180, but it faced resistance. PVR is also stuck in a box sort of, and it's any closing below 1400 will again take it back. Ramco Cement, very nice consolidation is happening, and let's see if it is able to somehow ये candle की size okay है, मतलब it's not good. I would have preferred a smaller one, but still is better, and maybe going forward अगर Ramco Cement में कोई भी अगर 1060 levels, it seems like 107060 is a strong resistance. जो पोजीशन से है, if this is taken out on a closing basis it will fly much higher. RBL बैंक भी अच्छी मूव दी है compared to what was that bank, just हमें RBL Bandhan, yeah, so RBL bank has much better structure than Bandhan. REC also nice consolidation is happening at 160 levels. Reliance, as you can see, this is exactly what we were talking about. हमने बोला था कि 2400 के ऊपर जब जाएगी we would be adding positions, and जब 2420 break होगी तब we will be adding more. This is exactly what we did. It went towards 2436 levels, closed at near about 2430 levels. So going forward, definitely a bit Reliance. So basically you can see you have State Bank of India also is going to come right over here. So you have Reliance, State Bank of India, ICICI Bank, Axis Bank, right, PI Industries, Pidilite. So मतलब और कितना मतलब और कितना ट्रेड्स चाहिए, and I would be very much be happy to stay with these companies and try to make money. Sale is also in a box, nothing much. SBI Life, as we discussed, this is a typical bearish pattern. 1200 के ऊपर closing बहुत important है, अगर नहीं आई and if there is any closing below 1150, there will be a huge drastic fall towards the levels of 1100. State Bank of India, fantastic structure, fantastic closing, all-time near all-time high. Actually, I think this, yeah, exactly, this is an all-time high closing. So going forward, I think targets to the Bhagwani jane 500. Let's try 500. And so this is like awesome. Sri Cement is also in a nice consolidating structure, and going forward tomorrow. The strategy is simple, either it will just fly or it will consolidate, or अगर ये 450 के पास आई and it will definitely get some support. जब तक 450 के नीचे closing नहीं आती है, there is nothing to worry, and I think this time it will be different and it will be able to continue the momentum unlike the last time, because वो move जो थी वो बहुत sudden थी, and as a result of it was also result based moves, as a result of which there is a lot of positions, बहुत सारे shorts रहते हैं जिसको short covering होती है. So when a move like that comes in, you have to be skeptical. This is very much like the Tata Power move, right? So when Tata Power after the result made 137, right, उसके बाद एक drastic fall आया ये वो करके, फिर it corrected towards 120 levels, 125 levels, right? क्योंकि उसमें जो moves होती हैं those are more of knee jerk reactions होती हैं, because of the result. कुछ positions बनते हैं जो results के बाद ये लोग liquidate करते हैं, as a result of which you can see these huge candles coming in. लेकिन अभी when everything जब इतना शांत है, and this is exactly the reason why since last 2 days Tata Power has been able to move past the levels of 140, and I think this is the reason why State Bank of India would be in a much better shape. So I always say whenever you are trading, just make sure you are not stuck in a trade which is because of some huge news flow, or which is also because of some results or some external parameter. जब कोई ऐसे parameters होती नहीं है, I really don't think that the State Bank of India getting money from Vodafone, these are just some of this ये सब मार्केट को चलाने के लिए न्यूज़ है. I don't really think that this is the news which is affecting, because 2 days ago when Reliance fell, they said that it's because of the shortage of the chips for their Jio phones. So क्या 2 दिन में क्या सबकी chips आ गई? So the market will always try to give you all this news just to don't try to find reason of why things moved the way they moved, because we are small retailers, and whenever we are getting some news, it's after you should be remembering that everyone in the market knows about the news. So many times I see in my comment section someone writes XYZ happened, and so ABC news came, and because of this maybe this move came. So we should not be focusing on the news, but rather we should be focusing on the technicals. We should know our risk management. We should know when I'm buying State Bank of India at the levels of 466, say for example the highest, I know exactly, even if I buy at 466, I know exactly how to trade it and how to make sure that I come out either with a profit, or at least I am not stupid enough to burn my hands. So Yeah, so State Bank of India, sorry to digress. Yeah, very nice structure. Sri Cement also very nice structure. Siemens is in a box. SRF new all-time highs. बहुत अच्छे consolidation phase में है. Shriram Transport Finance also went towards the levels of 1400, and again this is a good strong closing after a long time. I will actually suggest to keep Shriram Transport Finance also sorry in your radar. Star is in a box. Sun Pharma is also in a box. 800 per closing, then only it makes sense. Sun TV not much interesting, it's in a box. Syngin is also in a box. See the structure of this one, right? After this I close. I really think we should be trading some companies, and we should be investing and trading in some companies. Syngin is a pure trading company for me, and so I closed my positions, and I was happy to have taken more positions. But somehow this particular structure जो आज बनी है, the size of this candle is not good. Hopefully अगर ये 650 के नीचे closing देती है, there can be more downfall. So let's see if it is able to take out the levels of 680 at least in the short term. Tata Chem went towards 879, 880. और ये जब गई थी तब मैंने ट्वीट भी किया था. So you should be always be prepared to take your profit, and you should always know where your boxes are. यहाँ पे ये box हमारी थी, and we already knew that 880 is a strong resistance. And I remember there were a lot of tweets which I started seeing at 875 levels, long, but I was like, anyone of whom who are actually entering this are actually helping us in exiting the trade. क्योंकि you have to do a technical analysis, and you have to see that ये एक बॉक्स में है, तो जब तक ये 880 के ऊपर एक convincingly closing नहीं देगी, there is no chance of it. And even you can see that today at the end of the day, and everywhere we were at the all-time high closing. Nifty, there was strength, it closed at all-time high. So still जब भी आप ऐसे रेजिस्टेंस में लेवल्स में आते हो, you should be smart enough to book out and not fall for the traps. क्योंकि अगर आपको कोई ऐसा टिप्स दे रहा है, तो of course you should be skeptical the next time. You live and learn. So do your own analysis, and my whole focus of this particular video is just to give you the stocks just which you can put in your radar. Absolutely, it's not mandatory. There are thousands of other stocks which are very good. It's just a matter of FNO stocks are volatile, and they give you a very good exit strategy even if they are stuck in upper circuits or lower circuits. That's the only advantage. Tata Consumer, ये कल की ये triangle के candle के बाद we are not very much happy, but let's see if it is able to take out the levels of 890. टाटा मोटर्स भी बहुत अच्छी एक मूव दे रही है. होपफुली अगर ये 300 लेवल्स के नीचे क्लोजिंग नहीं देगी, इट कैन कंटिन्यू द मूव. फ्रॉम आवर लेवल्स पर्सपेक्टिव वी आर हैप्पी द वे दिस इज मूविंग. वी आर जस्ट वेटिंग फॉर अ मूव एक्सप्लिसिट क्लोजिंग अबव 320. ये पहले भी मैं मेंशन किया हूँ. एंड डोंट वरी, टाटा मोटर्स हैज मच हायर टारगेट, सो दिस इज आल्सो गुड. टाटा पावर बहुत अच्छी कंसोलिडेशन हो रही है आफ्टर दिस नाइस ऑल टाइम हाई 52 वीक हाई मूव, एंड दिस इज अ फैंटास्टिक मूव. अभी फिलहाल के लिए it seems like 142 में जब जाएगी, try to book out your profits and try to buy below 140. This strategy is going to pay you off. Today also is to work for me. So no matter what, definitely it's worth to remain invested. Tata Steel, here you can see it's in a box. TCS, fantastic structure. ये 4000 के ऊपर closing देने वाली है very soon. Don't be stupid enough to short TCS at these levels. Intraday में थोड़ी ये वो weakness आती है, उसमें कुछ नहीं है. Okay, Tech Mahindra is also trying to move. ये जब 1470 के ऊपर जब move करेगी, we would be adding more positions. Titan, very nice consolidation is happening at all time highs. Keep this in your radar. Torrent Pharma is also one of the good pharma companies. I think जब तक ये 3100 levels के नीचे closing नहीं देगी, there is more upside. In general ये 3000 और 3200 के बीच में stuck है. If it corrects towards the levels of 3000, I would be adding more, or 3200 के ऊपर definitely I would be adding more on a closing basis. अगर 3200 के ऊपर आई तो Torrent Power हमारा target है 500. ये अचीव हुआ था. Now we are waiting for a move past 500, and if any closing above 500 comes in, we would be adding more. Trend बहुत अच्छी कंसोलिडेशन हो रही है at 1000 levels, और यही कंसोलिडेशन पहले ये 900 लेवल्स में हो रही थी. एंड हियर यू कैन सी We made these positions and we then closed these positions, and now we are just waiting for it to give us the next move in trend. TVS Motor 550 or 500k box में है. UBL very nice structure, we already discussed. Nice consolidation, market can go to all-time high. Ultrachem also is trying to, this is more of a very bullish structure. Very soon a reversal should come, and 8,000 Cooper closing would be a strong one. UPL is more in a box. Any closing between 750 can be detrimental. Vedanta is just like any other steel company. It's in a box, and 300 levels के नीचे closing आएगी, so there can be more downfall. Voltas trading at all-time high. Very nice structure going forward. There is going to be a lot of strength. Wipro ये structure के बाद हमने बोला था कि why this won't be something which we would be tracking, and this is exactly जहाँ पे TCS, HCL Tech are making all-time highs every day. You can see why Infi and Wipro are not making this. We have discussed a lot of time. Zeal as well, after 2 days at least, it seems like a good consolidation is happening here, and going forward agar ye 300 ke upar closing degi, there can be good move. But again, these are news based flows, but at least from a technical perspective, at least at the end of the day today, I can really say that this is, if you are in Zeal, else stay away from it. But at least ऐसी एक candle के बाद ऐसी structures होनी चाहिए where there is no size of the body in the candle. Thanks a lot for listening. As always, please consult your financial advisor for any trading or investment related queries. The concept of trading is all the same. All time highs को buy करो और new all time highs देखने की कोशिश करो. Today we traded HAL, which was also based on my second trading strategy, which I discussed a few times in the last few sessions. जब भी निफ्टी में वीकनेस आएगी, ट्राई टू सी विच स्टॉक्स आर डिपिंग, एंड अगर कोई स्टॉक डिप नहीं करती है, जस्ट लाइक HAL was not dipping. आज जैसे निफ्टी में वीकनेस आ रही थी, I was actually tracking it, but there was no weakness, and hence this gave me a very good confidence that this is going for a very good move. I added a lot of positions, and it was also then that I added that I tweeted about it. So just you have to just find one or two companies जहाँ पे आपको देखनी है कि जब भी निफ्टी में बहुत गिरावट हो रही है, stocks big Nifty 50 stocks started correcting. तो तब मैं देखा कि HAL was one FNO counter which was not even correcting by 2 rupees, 5 rupees, and it was trading around about at 14, 15, 14, 16. So I knew this is going to be a good trade, and this is exactly what happened. So this is also one of the trading strategies which I have been deploying recently, so you can also use it, and definitely this is going to help you a lot. In general, मैं Reliance के फॉर्म में ही था. Even yesterday I said that maybe Reliance is not moving, but that doesn't mean that you will go ahead and short Reliance. जब weakness आएगी मार्केट में, तब हम भर के शॉर्ट करेंगे, लेकिन जब तक weakness नहीं है, we would be going long and buying the dips. Thanks a lot for listening. Hope this video is going to help you in taking and deciding your next trades, and my best of luck to you. Let's see what the market has to offer tomorrow. Bye bye.